Direction reunion? When's it going to happen?
I keep saying days and then it keeps moving back. No, I mean, I don't know when it's going to happen. I think everybody in the band deserves the right to live out their success they're having at the moment, because everyone's doing really well, so I feel like they deserve the right. They're working pretty hard. I wouldn't go to Harry Light's time, you come back and do a bit of this. Come on, dude, let's carry on with the thing we were doing. Like, you know, I feel like everyone deserves the right to do that, so I couldn't really put a date on it. I can't speak. I did go to Louis' house the other day for the first time in like a couple of years, which was quite cool. We hung out for a little while, and it was like being put in a time machine. But yeah, I mean, we've all kind of suggested it in the media. We haven't directly said it to each other. Me and Louis spoke about it briefly. But yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely gonna happen.
So we're gonna put you guys in a band, and then you guys are gonna go through to the next stage. And you know, it was so.
When One Direction are getting back together.
Seen that,
That is because he is on every single red carpet, so he can't avoid it. You done well to avoid it, but...
Believe me, I've had this question before, but go on, hit me, hit me.
I mean, I know you've had it, but it's still the one that everyone wants to know, right?
Of course.
What's your opinion on it? Do you think it'll happen?
Yeah, I do think it'll happen, and I'd certainly have something to say about it if it didn't. But I think it's inevitable. But when is the big question, and that's something that none of us really know the answer to at the moment. I feel like, you know, what's most important is when we do get back together, we're all on the same page and we all have, you know, done what we want to do individually, and I think that's vitally important for when we get back. So it's just when, as far as I'm concerned, but I don't know the answer to the question when yet.
But still, it's always nice to hear you say it will happen.
Definitely.
You know, I was thinking, like, when I was on stage, and I used to be, well, not used to be, when I was in the band and we were on stage, I was thinking, like, how can you get any better than this? There's 80,000 people, we're in a stadium, this is at the top level, there's no bigger place to play. And, you know, I was thinking, how can this get any bigger? And then it suddenly struck me today that actually what we're doing right now is going to make this bigger, because if we can do 5 concerts in one concert at a time, is going to be the most amazing thing ever. So, you know, I think everybody who's not enjoying like the One Direction break at the moment, just know that this is like a super important time for us to be able to give you the best show ever. This is like the warm-up stage. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Like, that's going to be pretty cool, and it's like I say, it's the only way that we can develop as a band anymore, because we got to the height of height. That's more or less why we stopped. We were like, we want to stop while we're at our peak. We would rather stop at a peak than a loss.
Put you guys in a band.
Do you ever think how easily it could have been 5 different boys? Or
Oh, it could have very easily. There was a lot of guys there our age.
And then you guys are going to go through to the next stage. And, you know, it was so exciting.
That's just chances now, or whatever it was. We'll never know how it was done.
You just are looking at each other thinking, great.
Thank God it was done.
One Direction bandmates for several awards. So how do you handle going up against your friends?
I mean, I'm really happy with the success that everybody's had so far. I mean, when we pressed pause on One Direction for a minute, it was like at the peak of things, which is a really weird time to do it.
Right.
We're strange children, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I feel like we will get back to it at some point, and when we do, we'll have, like, Niall will just pop off and be like, you boys take a seat, I'm just going to sing a bit of Slow Hands. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that'd be so much fun. Not that that sounded at all.
It's just too impossible to predict when, but it's a no-brainer. We'll all feel the same. At some point we're getting back together, but just when? We've got to kind of have our own time at the moment.
You're 25.
Yeah, and I'm the oldest,
You're the oldest?
Yeah.
But you've also said in previous interviews that the One Direction reunion is inevitable.
I feel like it's going to happen. I've got a feeling.
Something's in the works.
I'm excited for it. I want it to happen.
Yeah.
You know, there was a whole album that we didn't tour. I know we need to go and write some more. And it was so much fun, and everyone loves it so much, so we have to go again.
To see each other, do you keep in touch?
Yeah. See, Louis came to my show in LA a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to see Liam next week. Seeing Harry this week. So yeah, we see each other all the time.
I went to watch Niall's show, by the way. I tell you what's funny, right, about that is I turned up to... So my best mate, Ollie, goes with me everywhere, right? So I turn up to the Niall show, and we get there, and we sort park it. And I turn round to me mate, Ollie, and I'm like, I've effectively come to a One Direction show, One Direction fans, and I've not even brought security, right? I just completely forgot. I hadn't even thought about it. It was a little bit crazy when I first went in, but again, I just felt really, really proud. And actually, from a musicality point of view, it was sick.
My good friend
Actually, Louis Tomlinson, he came to the show, and that was obviously a bit nervous about that.
Yeah.
Even though I've known him since I was like 16. Yeah, you know, like your friends come down doing something new for the first time. After a couple of songs, that was fine, but I was like, Jesus, better step it up here. Tomo's down tonight or whatever, you know. So it's kind of that was, and it was really cool to play the songs in front of him, and he enjoyed the show and stuff like that. So it was nice.
If you've come out and seen me on the road before with my wonderful friends, you know. If you've come out and seen me on the road before with my wonderful friends, you know.
Yes, everyone's now doing great things. Do you have kind of like a playful bit of competitiveness about like, I want to be the best in that amongst each other?
You know what? I actually just spoke to Niall a couple of days ago. The truth of it is, it's not even like that, to be honest. I wish it was a bit more like that. We just really support each other, and I even spoke to him the other day. I was saying to him, I'm really proud of, you know, like how well his music's doing. It's almost like an older brother watching him, and it was cool to have that conversation with him. So, yeah, we support each other. There's no real competition.
I wish you'd come back for One Direction. I'm sure One Direction's going to come back soon, Mary. You just keep waiting on there.
So if 1D came calling tomorrow, you'd drop everything and go back?
Yeah, 100%. I've said that on multiple occasions.
And will it happen again?
I'm sure, yeah. Like, we'd be literally stupid not to.
Did you like the music you were playing? Yeah, I did. The whole time? I did. All the way to the end. All the way to the end.
A 1D dream comeback show.
Yeah, with me, it's like, I don't know, I sat down and I thought about this, and my thought was, and the problem with this sentence was this, that I said, we've all spoken about it. Now, that can be taken in many ways. I meant that we've all spoken to the press about it, so obviously if everyone's saying, yeah, we're going to come back, then we're not all just going to sit there and go, well, we're going to come back and then just not do anything about it.
Yes.
So, but they thought we'd all spoken, and then funny enough, the day after, I did speak to Louis. So like, it was like I actually had spoken to him.
When I look back on One Direction and the memories that we had, it's only incredible memories, you know. And I think we got to a place musically, especially in the last two albums, that we felt really proud of. And when we started off as, you know, a boy band, and where we ended up musically, it was a very different place. So I'm really, really proud of those times, definitely, absolutely.
When was the last time you spoke to one of your former bandmates?
I mean, a couple of days ago, I'd spoken to Louis, and I spent time at his house, which was really, really fun, and yeah, it was nice. I mean, I'm hoping to we usually bump into each other on like shows and stuff. Okay. So probably I might see maybe Niall on some of the Christmas shows or something this year, I don't know. But it's been fun. The thing about us boys is that when you hang out with someone, you don't have to text 24/7, you don't have to be in contact with all the time. You just go and see them, and then it's the same as when you last saw them. Nothing changed. Nothing changed. You can pick up right on. Yeah, exactly. And that's how you know you've got a good friend. It's not like I have to be on your back 24/7 for us to be okay.
Can Zayn, Niall, Harry, Louis, Liam collab and drop something for us? I can see what you're doing there. Yeah, one day, I'm sure.